So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 4, verse number 21.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Verse number 21. Mava Pandavya Pita Asmat Astidaha Yayajna Salasuna Dhumedu Vartmabi Tad Anna Tripter Asu Bribir Iditha Avyakta Linga Avaduda Sevita. Synonym translation and purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Ma are not va yours, Pandavya, Padavya, opulences, Pita of father, Asmat Astidaha, possessed by us, Ya, which opulences, Yajna Salasu, in the sacrifice, not, Dhuma Vartabhi, Vartmabi, by the path of sacrifice, Tadhanna Tripti, satisfied by the foodstuff or the sacrifice, Asuprabhi, satisfying bodily necessities, Iditaha, priest, Avyakta Lingaha, who casts the unmanifested, Avaduta Sevidaha, achieved by the self-realized souls. Translation, my dear father, the opulences, anybody want to read the translation and purport? Hare Krishna.
I'll read it, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Translation, my dear father, the opulence we possess is impossible for either you or your flatterers or to imagine. For persons who engage in fruitive activities by performing great sacrifices or concerned with satisfying their bodily necessities by eating foodstuffs offered as a sacrifice, we can exhibit our opulences simply by desiring to do so. This can be achieved only by great personalities who are renounced, self-realized souls. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Sati's father was under the impression that he was exalted in both prestige and opulence, and that he had offered his daughter to a person who was not only poor but devoid of all culture. Her father might have been thinking that although she was a chaste woman, greatly adherent to her husband was in deplorable condition. To counteract such thoughts, Sati said that the opulence possessed by her husband couldn't be understood by materialistic persons like Daksha and his followers, who were flatterers and were engaged in fruitive activities. Her husband's position was different. He possessed all opulences, but he did not like to exhibit them. Therefore, such opulences are called avyakta or unmanifested. But if required, simply by willing, Lord Shiva can show his wonderful opulences, and such an event is predicted here. For it would soon occur. The opulence Lord Shiva possesses is enjoyable in renunciation and love of God, not in material exhibition of sense gratificatory method. Such opulences are possessed by personalities like the Kumaras, Narada, and Lord Shiva, not by others. Is it enough or shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Sorry, ma'am. Krishna? Yes.
Should I continue, Prabhuji?
Please, Mataji.
Okay. Whether or not King Daksha and his flatterers could understand the position of Lord Shiva, Sati wanted to impress upon her father that he should not think her husband to be without opulence. Sati, being the devoted wife of Lord Shiva, offers all kinds of material opulences to the worshippers of Lord Shiva. This fact is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 10th canto, Lord Shiva's worshippers sometimes appear more opulent than the worshippers of Lord Vishnu, because Durga or Sati, being the superintendent in charge of the material affairs, can offer all material opulences to the worshippers of Lord Shiva in order to glorify her husband, whereas the worshippers of Vishnu are meant for spiritual elevation, and therefore their material opulence is sometimes found to decrease. These points are very nicely discussed in the 10th canto. Hare Krishna.
Brilliant purport, Mataji, by Srila Prabhupada. And it's a self, it says so what wonderful that devotion service and the fruitive activities Prabhupada is explaining so nicely. The translation is like this: my dear father, the opulences we possesses. Here she is putting we as a family member, is impossible for either you or your flatterers. Sorry, opulences we possess is impossible either for you or your flatterers to imagine. Here she represents Lord Shiva. For persons who engage in fruitive activities by performing great sacrifices are concerned with satisfying their bodily necessities by eating foodstuffs offered to the sacrifice. And then we can exhibit our opulences simply by desiring to do so. This can be achieved only by the great personalities who are renounced self-realized. So the two kinds of opulences, one is material and the other is completely spiritual, is being explained, and she's chastising her father, and the Prabhupada says they are called flatterers. So whatever they do, they simply flat, do that only for their personal gains, for their material wealth, and they don't know even they know, they act like they don't know because they cannot avoid doing the sense gratification. I'm coming to the illusion of pride. So here she's saying these are all the activities what you are doing, all are futile activities which is not going to benefit. Whereas the my husband, that is we, she represents that whatever he is in the highest level of devotional service, from which we can get ultimate goal of life, that is pleasing the personality of Godhead. Again, in the purport, Prabhupada says that those in the material world, they are interested in fruitive activities so that they can see the immediate benefit. So the word Durga, we all know that it is a fortress. Mother Durga is the controlling deity for this material world, and she is being pleased if devotees goes and ask for the material opulences. We all know that Mahishashura Mardini, she sits on a wild animal, Simha, and then she puts her the trident below to the asura called Mahishashura. But what represents is the trident refers to the three modes, and she makes sure that you are under this trident. No one wants to get out of it because that's her duty to keep the Maya Shakti, want everyone into the control of Maya. But those who elevate themselves and worship Durga not for any material, only to attain the supreme, and she turns into Yoga Maya potency and help the devotee to release the devotional service and attain the supreme. So the Mahamaya and Yoga Maya, they both are in the service of the Lord, and those who are in the illusion, for them she acts as Mahamaya, and those who are transcendental to this one, transcendental to the material, and those who are only interested in serving the Supreme Lord. Even yesterday our discussion was so good that everyone apparently looked like a devotional service, and the tinge of the pride or the tinge of the point of wanting for the self enjoyment or pleasure is condemned here, as the Brahmachari who was saying that, Ajit Prabhu was mentioning that even Vasudev wanted the Lord as his son. Then again the word want is there, so it has even though if you see other devotees, the exalted devotees, no need to be even the gopis, they were loving Krishna for the matter of loving only. Nothing was behind that. No preconditions or premeditated things are there for them to worship Krishna. So here the fruitive activities, the sacrifices for the fruitive activities are thoroughly condemned by Mother Sati here, so that one has to elevate from these positions to come to the level of bhakti. This is for the the Bhagavadas. We are in the path of Bhagavad study. So, what is the difference between the fruitive activities and this one is very clearly explained. And here she is representing Lord Shiva and she is explaining. In last canto, we were studying vividly from the chapter 25 to 33 about Lord Kapil Dev's appearance and his teachings to Mother Devahuti. In that one chapter, chapter number 25, verse number 37, which is dedicated to the pure devotees' spiritual opulence. She is explaining about the opulences of the pure devotees. That is very important. In that 37th verse of 25th chapter, that canto, Kapil Dev says that because because he is completely absorbed, that is, he is talking about the those who are indulged in devotional service, absorbed in meditation upon me, the devotees does not desire even the highest benediction obtained in the upper planetary system, including Satyaloka. So, how much ever we do all our tapasya, all our dhyana and all other activities other than the bhakti, unconditional, unalloyed, uninterrupted bhakti, that is the highest level, because Savipamsam Paro Dharmado Bhakti Adoksaja Ahetuhi Apratyadi. And it should be unconditional, unmotivated, uninterrupted. That kind of bhakti only which the Yayatma Suprasidadi. That Atma will never lament, never hanker for anything. Na Sokshadi, na Kankshadi. It's in a Madbaddim Labade Param. Krishna says that. So that kind of a devotee is Brahma Buddha Prasannatma. He is among this living entities, he is in the top class. So here Kapil Dev is saying that those kind of devotees will not have her for anything, even to the Satyaloka. What is going to Satyaloka? In all other dharmas, if you say, they say heaven, they say Jannat, everything, that is the highest goal for other dharmas. But the pure devotees of the Krishna, they negate. This is a broken piece of glass. What we will get if we go to Satyaloka? He does not desire the 8 material perfections obtained by the mystic yoga, nor he desires to be elevated to the kingdom of God. These are all even getting liberation. In Bhakti Rasada Sindhu, the characteristics of six characteristics of pure devotional service, Rupa Goswami is saying that we all know that Kleshagni Shubhadda Moksha Lagudakrit Sandrananda Visheshatma Sudurlabha Sandrananda Visheshatma Sri Krishna Akarshaniya. In that, the third one is Moksha Lagudakrit, pure devotee. Until we come to Krishna consciousness, what we see, attaining mukti, liberation, salvation is the highest of any dharma. And when we come to Krishna consciousness, saying that is a very, very menial thing. One should not hanker for that. Rupa Goswami Prabhupada saying, he's saying that no, Moksha is not at all a destination for a pure devotee. Even Moksha Devi come and wait at the doorsteps and said, I am not interested coming to, I am busy in serving my Supreme Lord. In Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Vedanta Desai says that in one of his poems, he is saying that when the Lord comes and asks, I'm very impressed with your service, please come, we'll go. And he's before going there, let me know about your world. I am very happy here serving you and your devotees. Please tell me, narrate about your wisdom. Do we have this Vaikuntha Ekadashi Utsav where we hit each other and wait for the door to open, or when the Uksha Murti are taken out, we put our shoulder to take you and stand on the street. And he's saying, no, these are all not there. I am there. Why should we have this program? Why should we take on rather? And this is this prasadam serving the Vaishnavas. No, everybody is in the santushti there. Nobody wants on everything. No compassion is allowed there. It's not no necessary. I am personally available there. Please come. Then he is saying that if there is no such devotional service, why do I need that empty blank devotional service? You be there, no problem. But you are here also in the Utsava Murti, in this in every form I am seeing you. So why should I come? This without devotional service, I cannot come to Vaikuntha also. Keep with your Vaikuntha with yourself. I am happy here. See what a mode of a devotee, such an amazing devotee. So even Satyaloka, if is simply the highest level of this materialistic enjoyment. But we are in the material world. We are all studying the scriptures. We are, as we discussed about the sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivritti, and all that. Before that is the adho shraddha. One should have the adho shraddha. From there, everything starts. What in the beginning, if we know, if we remember, call back our days when we enter into Krishna consciousness, what was our adho shraddha? We had. If we are pious enough, I am unfortunate. My mother was a devotee, but I lost her many years before when I was 23 years old. So 25 years before I lost my mother. And then all my family members, we are a big family, except one sister was very pious and she became a initiated devotee, and she left gloriously, she left the body on the first day of Uttarayan on her own accord with full health, finishing her rounds. All of a sudden, she was very healthy, walking, serving prasadam on that day, first day of Uttarayan, on the day of Mahar Shankrati. She gave prasadam to every neighbors and all that. Inside home, she fell down and left the body. When they came, she's not there. So it's the first day of Uttarayan. It's a testimony that she attained supreme. Other than that, no one was there, or the whole family. But many families, people are very pious, very devotional. They get full benediction. But we all know nobody has known that, nobody has seen that somebody has traveled to there and came back. But we believe in Shastra. That is the faith. Adho Shraddha, we have some faith. A little bit of faith. And those who are not in the path of devotion, the family bring up nourishment is not in that way, nurture in that, not in that way. What they will have? I have known people, this Prabhu, that Prabhu, or someone I met him in the lift or in the bus stand. I can see something, some glorious effect on his face, the positiveness in his speech. So one day I was traveling. I'm going from here to India. I saw one old lady was sent off from Dubai. I live in Sharjah. So from Dubai, I was going. This lady was a very old lady, about 80 years. She was sent off by her son, and she was in wheelchair, and then she was entered into the flight. I was looking at her, if anything I can serve her, but she was okay. But when the moment the flight landed in Coimbatore, she was struggling to come out. But the people who are in youth, they were running to their place. So I went to her and asked, "Do you want any help, madam?" She said, "I'm okay. I don't have any hand baggage. I can. You guys, please go. I will walk slowly and come. I cannot run. I'm old like that. No, if at all I can accompany. No, no, I'm perfectly all right. You can, but I cannot walk fastly." Then we all came. Only 3 counters. There was huge queue, and we were standing. I was looking at behind where she is coming, and finally she came. Then the police were arranging the queue, and I told them and tell them. Um, by the moment my daughter came outside, she was waiting for me to pick me, and I addressed her, "Hare Krishna, have you reached?" And she said, "Hare Krishna, yeah, don't worry, we are in the parking," like that. Like that, we are talking. The people, since the situation were very silent, they were hearing our conversation. And then I looked at this lady was coming. Then I moved from the line. I said, "I will come back." Then I talked to the police. This lady coming, she is uh, took this many time to reach here. Please don't ask her to put her in any of the queues. Please allow her to go in the front. Then he said, "If you are accompanying her, you can also go." "No, no, no, I am not accompanying her. I can stand in the queue. Please allow her to go." Then the police came and took her, and she went in the first, and she said thanks to and went. And the people around me said, "See, when you came here, we noticed something different. You address someone outside, Hare Krishna. You are a spiritual person." And we all see that lady, but we did not get any inclination to go to her and help. But you are a spiritual person, so that only it comes. So the selfishness goes out of. The point I'm trying to say this one. If when we start seeing, we start seeing the compassion to every living entity, whether she's a devotee or not devotee, whether it is an animal or whatever. So in the beginning, when we see the devotees show like that, that impresses a person. So the first Shraddha happens to that devotee. He's a devotee. So someone appreciated me helping that lady. And if I am happen to be with him, then he will ask me something. And then I will tell him that this is all our dharma. We have to start that. That Shraddha one gets. And then when we enter, then the process starts. Then he says that I am happy because my Guru teaches this one. And then because of his mercy, he showed me the Krishna. Because of Krishna's mercy, I got this Guru, vice versa. So then this devotee gets the Shraddha towards the Guru and Krishna. That's how the process goes on. But this is not the case for everyone. Only when we get little bit of piety in our life, we get that. It is not by chance that one will get bhakti or a association of a devotee. The Prasada Mantra, I'm really impressed by that Prasada Mantra. Every day we chant Maya Prasade Govinde Nama Brahmana Vaishnava Swalpa Punya Madam Rajan Vishwaso Naivajayate. What does it mean? That these 4 things we will not get faith. Vishwaso Naivajayate. Rajan is to Yudhishthira is saying, you will not get that faith when Mahaprasada, it is in from Mahabharata, Mahaprasada, the remnants of the Lord, Namaprasada, Govinda, the faith on the Lord Govinda, and Nama is not his non-different from him, Abhinnatvam Nama Namina, and then Brahmana, his pure devotees. We will not get faith on these 4 things or 4 people, 4 things, unless Swalpa Punyam, we have to accumulate Swalpa Punyam in our previous life or in this life before that. Then we will get this one. So we are an elite club. We did something before and that we are rewarded for this one. But not everyone in this case. So one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, you are saying you people are really crazy. From morning to evening, you are talking about bhakti, 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 and doing this one devotional service. And you are missing so much. You miss so much. So many things are, people are really happy. And Prabhupada said, are you seriously happy? Then if you can ask anybody, then he will put his hand. Immediately he will say, I'm happy, because the false ego will try to defend him. And if he go, if we take our scalps and start operating him, he will say, oh my God, my life is so terrible. I am having this disease, my family left, my wife died early, I lost my job, I have this health problems, I don't get sleep only. And then what bloody this happiness is all about? They are in the illusion. And then he asked, then Prabhupada said, you are saying that we are, with these people whom around we are saying nobody is bound by any of my teachings. They experiencing. In Krishna says that in the 9.2, Pratiksha avagamam dharmyam susukam kartum abhyayam. Only we can do susukam kartum if we get that pratiksha avagamam. Not because somebody told that Krishna consciousness is super, but everybody is enjoying, everybody is feeling that. So you come with me, I will take you to the people. Is cleaning a vessel a pleasant job? Cleaning a toilet is a pleasant job? Come, I will take you to my toilet. The people who are cleaning the toilet, they will be happily singing the holy name and cleaning the toilet, cleaning the kitchen, cooking. They don't have anything at all, because unless paramdrishta nivartante, unless when it gets the higher taste, the lower taste will remain. So when they are losing the lower taste, means they already attained this higher taste. That is the meaning. So we don't discriminate one cleaning the toilet or one who is doing the Srimurti Seva. Everything is equally important. Krishna Seva. One time Radhanath Swami Maharaj was speaking to newly inducted brahmacharis who came there. They are meeting first time and they are asking, what is your service? What is your service? And some very fresh devotees, they took up the cleaning brahmacharis ashram and toilet. And they said, we are doing some menial service for Maharaj. We are doing cleaning toilets. And he said, be careful. You may be puffed up of doing cleaning toilet also. The Maya will come in any time. So you are doing the menial service. That will become your pride. Very, very be careful. You're doing a nice service, but very careful. The Maya's entry is very, very subtle. She will enter inside and bulge you and make sure that you are done. So be very careful. That's what he said. So the Prabhupada said, all are in this. So you will not see anyone unhappy here. Everybody will be happy. He listened to that and asked, okay, I agree. So what if nobody has seen that the person like Krishna is there or Atma is existing? If the way the scientists say that it is a chemical composition and some changes of chemical composition makes that the life cannot exist, then they call it dead, something like that. Prabhupada said that cannot be the truth, because even an atheistic person says that the person is taken to hospital and his body, after he dying, the body being, and his body is being taken out. What does it mean? He went inside, his body taken out. Then where he is? He went up with a person. The body was, nobody said that his body is being taken inside for treatment. He went for treatment. The body is taken out. That means he has moved from the body some time ago. So everybody has this knowledge, but so adamant that I will be in a materialistic way, unless otherwise I see, I will not accept this one. This is the mood. So the operator, this this reporter asked, okay, I will agree with your argument, but if at all, after leaving this, after dying, then there is no soul, there is no Krishna, something like that. If we go according to the words of the scientists, then we lost many things in the life. We did not enjoy anything of this material world. So why are you not thinking in that direction? He asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, I come into your argument. Okay, what if it happens other way around? When we leave the body, the soul is traveling according to its destiny. And the Krishna, for the devotees, the 400 Vishnu Dutas coming, and they are having given the grand farewell from the material world, and they are being received as a grand red carpet welcome where the Krishna is waiting, hugging them. So beautiful reception there. If that all happened, what is your plight? Either in this world we are enjoying, you are thinking that we are not enjoying it. I proved that we are all enjoying. And after this leaving this body, also we are enjoying. What will be your plight? Think about going back to kindergarten, start studying everything and competing with the whole world for your survivability and again. So in either way, this is win-win situation. So for devotees, win-win situation is they are living when they are enjoying when they are living in this body. They will enjoy with the association of Krishna when they see face to face. So these are all the differences between the fruitive activities and the sacrifices. This is what Mother Sati condemning here. See, look about us, the Lord Shiva. He is so compassionate. He is not at all interested in it. Why don't you understand? See, when even Shaivites, if you see, they are all into Shiva Bhakti. That is not the end. If at all they beg for Krishna Bhakti from Shiva, he will not give it. We know all that very, very exalted devotees of Shiva. He will give whatever they give, whatever they seek. He will not voluntarily give, because Krishna also, he will never give bhakti. He will give everything other than bhakti. But for bhakti, one has to qualify ourselves to Krishna. Because Krishna bhakti is not that cheap substance. It has to be very, very for the precise, for the precious people, for those who are chosen by him, it will be given to them. So Krishna also, even Shiva also not giving this, but those who are going to Kashi are asking the Vaishnavanam, Yadosambhu, please make me remind of the Govinda's name when I leave the body. He will definitely help us. Otherwise, what they will do? You go. So that is why the Bhakta, Shiva Bhaktas, they put the Bhasma in the horizontal way. What does it mean? In a subtle way, you become very simple, saralta in your life. So this reminds the laying down of your body in the smashan. When you remind yourself, whenever you see this Bhasma, this body is one day going to cremation, and your body will become ashes like this. So he wants everyone to become the Shaiva divides. But the Vaishnava, when they put tilak, this Urdhva Pundra tilak, my destination somewhere above. It reminds. So he is also seeking that. I have to always remind about, and also I don't think about the ashes. That is a dead matter. But this is the dust of my Lord. I am going to attain that as perpetually. So that to remind that, Vaishnavas put this Urdhva. But if you do fruitive activities, to the maximum what we are going to get. As per the Kapil Dev's statement, you will get Satyaloka. What Satyaloka? Only the time difference is more. The living conditions are same. Brahma's life is 311 trillion and 40 billion years. We live for 100 years. What is the quality of life? Exactly same. Only the benefit is when we are there, the probabilities and the material enjoyment still there, and the free will is still there. Slipping from the devotional service still there. So it's the highest risk if we are going for more time there. We all know that when the Jaya Vijayan was asked to, given two options by the Lord, you become my demons and become enemy. I will finish you 3 times and come back to get the same service, or 7 times, you 7 janmas of like this. No, I don't want second option. Give me this one. You come and kill us, and we want to quickly come back. So the devotees always seek to go back. They don't want this Brahma's life like 311 trillion years, something like this. They don't want. After all this, and then talked about the Ashtanga Yoga and all this one. This all processes are all still it is material, and all the activities, all the penance and tapasya are all futile. Once an acharya was telling that one youth in the village missing. He went on somewhere, after 12 years he came back. So the whole village were very happy. We found him. But when he came back like a big sadhu. His dressing was different, and this one, and he was putting all kind of the spiritual identity in his body. His matted hair was something like that. 12 years he didn't do anything. So he was Ashtanga yogi. And then the villagers said, oh, what was your finding on this? I can control everything. My mind, body, my intelligence, everything I can control. I can walk on water. What? You can walk on water? Yes, I can show you. Then he took all the villagers to the river, and he was doing a tapasya and started simply walking on the water and went to the other shore. People were clapping and really astonished. They couldn't believe their eyes. And then they went to this acharya, and he said, you know this Vaishnava acharya? And he said, you know this guy who left our village for 12 years? He came back, and now he is a very mystical person. In front of all the villages, he was walking on the villages, and really is amazed everyone like that. And he was simply laughing. What? He simply wasted his life. What? He's a really mystic yogi. See the boatsman, give 20 paisa, he will take you to the other side of the river, and he will bring back. You don't have to spend 12 years to learn this Ashtanga Yoga, to do this one. Human form of life is not for this kind of petty things. One has to understand this one. So the devotees are never interested in such things. So the devotees' version always like how I can see the Lord, how I can make my activity so much so that the Lord gets attracted towards me. And he has a full faith that the Supreme Lord in the Paramatma form is constantly monitoring me and guiding me from within, and within as Paramatma, without as spiritual master and the scriptures and the sadhus. So he is expanded in everything, everywhere. He's as a Chaita Guru inside, is as a Paramatma. As an without, outside, as the scriptures, as the spiritual master and the other Siksha Gurus, they are always monitoring me. The devotees have that faith. But The people in the fruitive activities, their vision is completely different. Like when Maharaj was, Vaisheshika Prabhu was saying that if we see a tinted glass in a car, we see through the to the tinted glass into the car, you will not see anything. The materialistic people's or the atheistic people's vision is like that. But Paramatma's views is like anyone in the car, when they see through this tinted glass outside, they can see everything. The Paramatma is looking that. This is what the conviction the devotees have. So, but the but the Krishna is always holding the devotees in their arm. Every devotee will agree to that. For me, I am damn sure, even every day out, he is giving his realization to me. So, devotees always very happy, and whatever he through bhakti is getting is the ultimate. So these are all the things I wanted to discuss about this matter, and there are many. So, but I'll stop here. We'll discuss next week. Any questions, comments on the class?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
As we say, Vaishnavana Yatha Shambho. Shiva is the first devotee of Lord Vishnu, and we know that more than Krishna, his pure devotee will be more merciful. And despite of that, why Shiva is not giving Krishna Bhakti anyway?
Why Shiva is not giving Krishna Bhakti even after knowing?
He is the pure devotee of Krishna, Lord Krishna.
That is the beauty of Krishna Bhakti, Mataji, because so we glorify the devotees by saying that the devotees are more compassionate than the devotee. But ultimately, Krishna is the giver for everything. Aim for the devotees to think, act everything which comes from Krishna. So even a devotee want to give Krishna Bhakti, that also has to come from Krishna. So Krishna knows that whom to give what at what time. One has to qualify themselves. So once Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, he was saying that Drishya, something was that he was giving that term. That time, let me search that 1 second. Yeah, it is like that. Drik Drishya Vichar. Drik Drishya Vichar. Like that, our aim is to be seen by the Lord. That should be our aim. Drik Drishya Vichar. Like he was coming from his first floor to take, when he saw heard the conch shell sound, he ran from the his accommodation to take the darshan. The brahmachari ran behind him, and that time he was in a trance. He was really in a folded hands. He was praying to the lordships, the deities, and then he touched the Guru Maharaj and gave the. You didn't bring your spectacles. Please put. Otherwise, you will not take the darshan. Then the devotee is giving. He put his darshan and took darshan, and he smiled at him. Do you think with this spectacle I can see my Lord? No, I came and stood in front of so that he will see me and he will make me qualified to see him. So for any devotee, even up to the Shambhu, all the Vijay, the Lord knows what one devotee is thinking, what he was thinking, present, past and future, he knows everything. So Krishna will do everything. Krishna will go to any extent. But only thing he will not touch is the free will of the jiva. because that, like I always say this one, Krishna is the maestro of a symphony. The harmony and the music going in Golok is amazing. Everybody is enjoying. In a symphony music, the maestro is good. The music will be it a Spanish symphony or in the Beethoven symphony or Ilayaraja symphony or any R.D. Burman symphony. The nice music is nice music because of the maestro who comes there and give the beautiful music. And every flute, violin, bass guitar, tabla or any percussion instruments, all will be sync to that symphony. But think about one percussion instrument or one guitar goes in opposite direction. I want to play up my own music. The whole music gone. So we were that rebel Atma, Jiva, trying to do my own music. And then Krishna said, you are allowed to do that, but not here. I will make you another land. You go there and do it yours. You satisfy. If you think that your music will give you pleasure, do it. If not, when you are done with your music, I am eager to take you to my symphony again. So the Krishna is more in. So as long as our free will, our desires are there. The Prabhu was saying 2 days before, even one gulab jan is, I think yesterday only, one gulab jan enough for us to hold on back to this material world. Think about the desires, the vulnerability of our desires. So even Shiva will not interfere into give bhakti, because bhakti, unmatured bhakti is a big dangerous. So one has to qualify. We are all sadhakas. Yesterday we discussed about the word sadhaka. Trying, push. What is sadhaka? Trying to love Krishna when we don't have any love at all. Fake it. One day we will make it. Every day we do all nonsense and come to the deities and shamelessly talk to them. I don't want to see you. I'm a terrible sinner. Please forgive me. And then while we talking like this, also we know that next moment I'm going to be the Kunjara Sauchar. I'm going to become a sinner again. But still it is okay. Krishna is interested to see such devotees falling down, getting up, again trying to come, again falling down. Krishna is not interested in the Paramahamsas. He knows that they will come back to me. He is interested to this falling devotee. Please help yourself. Please help yourself. I cannot stretch my hand. You have to qualify yourself to come to me. But I am interested on you more than anyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, my experience is different with Lord Shiva. Before I was with Shivji only, because I'm from north side. So everyone we are doing worship to Lord Shiva only. But before like some years, I become too much devoted towards Shiva. I was reading Sahasranam, Shiv Sahasranam, doing 100 mala japa of Namah Shivaya and like this, going to temple, Shiva temple and all. Before that, I was in ISKCON, but not that much sincere. But when I started doing this, 1 year I did or like this, after that, automatically I turned towards Krishna. Then I left Shiva. Like he directed me only towards Krishna. That is my experience. Like
you are absolutely correct, Mataji. Showing the way to the path of bhakti is different. Giving bhakti is different.
Yes, Prabhuji.
He, as a guru, as a Param Vaishnava, he directed you. I'm really impressed with your service. But in somewhere in the inside, you ask for you are showing your sincerity. He showed this is the way to it. But standing on one leg, not eating, like Ravana, what he did, he gave everything for his fall down only. So here he sees your sincerity, and he saw that okay, she may qualify to get the bhakti. So he showed the way. He is a Vaishnava for sure. That definitely he will do that.
Yes, Prabhuji, true. I fully agree with you.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so I agree with what you told, Prabhuji. So Shivaji will show us the direction if we are sincere. So that's how we find even in the Prachatas also in the fourth canto.
Yes.
If they want to go and worship, so they find Lord Shiva. So then Lord Shiva advises them, gives them the mantra to reach the what is it? Higher Dham. So that's how I understand Lord Shiva's role in connecting us with Krishna. So even I have also heard that even great souls who are devoted to Krishna, Shiva, they at once when they come into Krishna conscious, it's just a kickstart they need. So once when they start with Krishna, then Shiva will automatically direct them. So that's how I have seen even few devotees who are in Krishna conscious now. So in one way, Shiva is known as Guru, like he's us to Krishna. So Prabhuji, I'm sorry, I just had some questions so to ask.
Please ask Mataji.
So, so you were saying that Shiva's that what is it? That, horizontal 3 lines we put, right?
Yeah.
So what is it meaning, Prabhuji? You told I didn't get
3
that.
lines just to remind that the substance is bhasma. You are going to ashes. You are going to become ashes to remind that, and you are going to lay down in graveyard like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
See, it's like if you see 3 lines, exactly like this, the timbers are being laid out and the body is lying on that.
Okay. So
This
it's
is
to
one.
understand that we one day will become like this ashes.
But we Vaishnavas never care about laying down the body there. What we are care about is Urdha Pundraga Tilak, which is
Yes.
taking us to the highest level.
Yeah.
And it is not a bhasma, it is the dust of his lotus feet.
Yeah.
That is what reminds us.
Yeah.
With
So,
the help of Tulasi, a pure
actually,
devotee.
yeah. So our tilak is the dust of the gopis from Vrindavan, right?
Yeah, Gopi Chandan.
So in that ways, the understanding is when we are doing devotion to the Vaishnavas, then we will get the higher standard of.
Yeah, no. Yeah, actually, the tilak is our uniform, and if I see mine, those days, no mirror. So when I see your tilak, I am being reminded that I am going to. This reminds me that I am of that land, that abode. My destination is that, and and it is in Tamil. It is called Thiruman. It's a they don't call that Chandan. It's Thiruman. So Gopi Chandan means what? It is the dust of the Supreme Lord. So that is my destination, to remind that.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji, understood. Yeah. So, and one more question is, you were saying that at last you were saying something about, I forgot, about sadhaka, you were saying something? I just forgot.
Yeah, sadhakas are the practicing devotees, and what I was saying,
I forgot.
Sunita Mataji, remember?
Yes, Prabhuji. Sadhakas, we need to put our endeavors every day. It's not that one day we do like that. We have to put our endeavors.
Yeah,
That is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, as Ajit Prabhu told in yesterday's class.
correct.
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti.
Yeah, we have
Vaidhi
to
sadhana.
put our effort continuously.
Continuously.
Yeah.
It is not going to stop because, as you said, Prabhuji, when moksha is standing with the folded hands, we reject because we want
Correct.
to endeavor. We have to put that endeavor continuously. It's not that Sevananda will always be there. Not Brahmananda, only Sevananda. That is.
Exactly.
And Prabhuji, this Jadaparata, sorry, Bharat Maharaj, see, we know that Vaishnavas are Paradukadukhi. So we need to have that swabhavas like Titikshavaha, Karunikaha, Surudam Sarva Jivanam Bhutanam. So Bharat Maharaj, he showed compassion. He showed compassion to a deer. So, but ultimately he had to take another birth as a deer. So why it happened, Prabhuji, like that? He showed compassion.
Yeah.
And he was in Bhava stage. He was in Bhava stage.
When you travel in a flight, when you are holding a small child, what is the announcement comes, Mataji?
You have to be careful.
No. The announcement comes, put your seat belts first.
Seat belt. Okay, seat belt. Okay,
and then help your child. So, helping the child is compassion. Even if it is it's a different body. So, different body, but what Bharat Maharaj did is, he completely forgot his constitutional position, his constitutional duty. He become 100% obsessed with looking up the child. Compassion is okay. Compassion only possible here. When Prabhupada gave the name of the earliest devotee, Bhavanand, and these Western devotees, they don't know what are Bhavanand understood. Then when the evening Prabhupada asked, he asked Prabhupada when he was free, Prabhupada, what is the name Bhavanand? Means the Baba Sagar is Anand. Then he cut up. You always in every class you are saying Baba is Dukkha, Baba is a place, and you are saying it is Anand. Oh, how should I take it? And he said, for a devotee, Baba is Anand, because you can only show you can only display demonstrate few attributes which is not possible even in the Golok. So the Baba Anand for a devotee. Then he asked, like what? Like what? Which, because everything is there from Golok. What is not there in Baba in Golok? He said compassion. There nobody needs compassion. Everybody is self-satisfied there. I'm a big person. I will show compassion. Your shop will not work there. So here you can do that. In that way, your name is more apt here. You can see Baba Anand, devotees for like that. So compassion is allowed. But what Bharat Maharaj said is correct. But he stopped there. He completely forgot his Sandhya Nama, Nama Japa, Puja Vidhi, everything he forgot.
That means we should show compassion, but not at the cost of our own bhakti.
Absolutely. First, we have to help ourselves. Even I say, one Prabhu was so upset. I don't get because my children are not at all listening to me. Prabhu, how was your round chanting? No, I'm thinking about this. No. You are going to the wrong direction. You take care about everyone is doing self journey, individual journey. It is not a collective visa. It's a single person. As much as possible, we'll help them. How much you compassionate on the next neighbor? How much you compassionate on the village living in the people living in the next village? How much you are compassionate the country which is next to you? You are not. So we are worrying about this one. Yes, it's a social arrangement. You must demonstrate what is bhakti. You be the acharat. Yet that acharate sreshta. Sayat pramanam kurte lokastana tat anuvartade. So if at all they have some sukriti, like what we said, the Mahaprasada, so the Solpam Appasya, Traide Mahatobhayat. So if they, Solpa Punya Madam Rajan, if they have a Solpa Punya, they will catch it. Otherwise, leave it. You do your social duty, that's all.
So that means even if our children they are not into Krishna consciousness, we are not supposed to drag them into Krishna consciousness, because
No.
it depends on
We have to keep compassionate on them. We can cry for them. We can cry for them. We can cry to the Guru. We can cry to the Krishna for them, but not at the cost of our bhakti.
But they might feel, na Prabhuji, when they are not into Krishna consciousness, they say that our parents have changed a lot. They are not like before. So they completely changed after coming to Bhakti, and they're not showing the love they used to show. So how will you manage, Prabhuji? How will you manage?
That's how it is. The material world is like this.
So we start feeling guilty. We start feeling guilty. Like, oh, I have changed a lot. Without knowing only, we'll be changing. Every day by day, we'll be changing.
No, changing means what? Changing for good.
Not knowingly, unknowingly, they might feel, kids might feel like that.
No.
They're not like that.
That changes is for good. If they cannot appreciate, we should not care. I did not wear even a underwear until I was 18 months old. Then when I came to know that no, it is not good, I have to wear underwear, then I started wearing. For that knowledge, I need 18 months from my childbirth. This knowledge, this many years. So the knowledge is knowledge. We have to transform. We don't have to worry about them. We can keep compassion. We are not doing anything bad.
Because we feel sorry, because we have at least some punya, I don't know, as you said, the Sukriti. We got Krishna and we got a little bit of Bhakti, but what about our kids? Because they are the soul given to us to take care of.
Yeah. We have to do our duty. Did Prahlad not show compassion to Hiranyakashipu? He did. But when he was given a choice of taking bhakti or compassion to parents, he took this one. What is Sarvadharman Pariteja? When Bali Maharaj was hinted by his guru, Sukracharya, the person who came is Vishnu, so he took the right decision. So taking the right decision, taking what is called Dharma Sankat. Two dharmas are in front of you. One is dharma, one is adharma. It's easy for us to take other dharma than adharma. But if we are given choice of two dharmas, then Dharma Sankat happens. And which one I will go? Here, showing compassion to children, taking our own sadhana best. We have to be very careful about our sadhana. At the same time, our action should be in such a way that one day or other day they will automatically understand. See, I feel so much. My mother was really asking me to sit, chant the holy name in the evening. Not like this, some other mantra, but all Vishnu's names only, 12 mantras. But I don't know how many days I really meant what I did and how many days I did. I'm trying to avoid only what is this nonsense. But after she leaving it after many, many years, I understood what she was saying is correct. Only because of her teaching, her piety, her sukriti, giving me the birth, I really completely surrendering unto her. Because of her, I got all this one. So similarly, they will also get one day. Don't worry about it.
So it's all by prayers. That's what you meant, right, Prabhuji? It's all through prayers.
Krishna?
It's all through prayer. Master prayed for us. That's why we have come into this.
No, your voice is not clear, Madaji. I don't know why.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me now?
Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, better.
Okay. So it's all only through prayers. That's what you meant, right?
Absolutely. Prayers and our activities. If we are, because of them, we should make sure that we are not falling down. At the same time, we have to show as much compassion as possible to help them to come out of this one.
So, Prabhuji, I just remembered that what I was meant to ask. So you were saying about unmatured devotional practice or unmatured bhakti. So what do you mean by that? Can you just elaborate on that?
No. Mataji was asking why Lord Shiva is not giving bhakti to. He's a Param Vaishnava. The Krishna, the devotees are more compassionate than the devotees. Then why he is not giving bhakti? So again, the reason is bhakti is ultimate. We are all trying to get bhakti. For sure, I'm trying to get bhakti. I am in that direction, but honestly, I don't have bhakti. I'm faking it. One day someday I will get it. Until then, I'm simply following it. So, but if Shiva is giving bhakti to someone, even that time that jiva is having so much desires and ego, that will become unmatured bhakti. That will make problem for him. If we are giving, think about that. We are given access to Vaikunta with all our desires. When we reach there, do you think they will be happy in Vaikunta?
No.
We will tell them.
Not at all. Again.
Not at all. Oh my God, I left my son in the 10th grade board exam 4 months before I came to Vrindavan, Vaikunta. I don't know how he is studying and all. We will be in trouble only. What to speak that Brahmachari say that Krishna coming and asking, I'm fully convinced your bhakti, convinced about your bhakti. Please come with me. Please, Lord, 2 whistles only for Chana. It needs 4 whistles. Let 2 more whistles come, then I'll switch off the cooker and come. This much Matajis are concerned about their cooking.
And we want to speak of first Prabhuji when Indra, he himself, when he was in my look, he was ready to go. We are so attached to his family.
So one more
So
thing.
what to speak about us? So,
one more thing.
the desires and our karma, it's a really big thing. We have to make our bank balance 0, 0, 0. The balance sheet should show everywhere 0. Then we are qualified. I told her about my sister. She was not at all interested. I told this many times. Before she leave, about 6 months before, I had a function at my home. She fell down for 1.5 meter height. Me, my all brothers, sisters, and all relatives were staying. And she fell down, and we all ran to her. She got up. She was 68 at that time, and she tried to walking and everything. Okay. Then everybody went. We two only devotees in our family. She came and said, "You see, today, you know what happened." She was very happy, and she said, "You know, I passed the test today." What is that? No, I was looking at Guru Maharaj's lecture in the big screen. I overstepped and I fell down. Okay. You were all sitting there very close to me, 5 feet, 2 feet away, but I called only Krishna. I didn't call any of you. So if at all something happened at that time, I would definitely go there. So I passed that test today. So these are all the evidence. Then the whole Coimbatore temple management says what kind of a living this body on a Makara Sankranti day, first day of Uttarayan, completing a rounds, taking bath, giving prasadam to everyone. All of a sudden, from standing position, she fell down. Then everybody is asking, how did she die like this? Then the Brahmachari said, you want to see how she died? She was standing outside. It happened outside the courtyard, right? Yeah. She was standing outside. About a coconut tree height, the Pushpa Viman came. There they called. She looked at the Viman, and the Vishnu Dusas called. She thought this body is a burden. She left it like this, and he left. This is what happened. But relatives and materialistic people cannot think that. I was talking to her half an hour before. She was so nicely. She gave me prasadam. Yes, that's how it will happen for the devotees.
Prabhuji, is there auspicious or inauspicious things for a devotee? Uttarayan, Dakshinayan. Is there such things for devotees?
If it is not that, then why should Bhishmacharya wait for that? No,
That's what I was because we waited for that Uttarayana to come. So
yeah,
only why
yeah, that 6 months is meant for that. But if you are, that depends upon your destiny, where we are going, where Krishna is accommodating us and all that.
because Krishna says Shubha Shubha Palatyagi, Parityagi, Shubha Shubha
Yeah, yeah.
Parityagi. Yeah.
For devotee, everything is Shubha only.
Okay.
That's what we were discussing about the third characteristics of the pure devotional service, that is Moksha Lagidakrit. Second one is Shubhada. Shubhada means what? Everything auspicious. Everything as someone dear ones are dying, auspicious. Losing job, auspicious. Our eyesight is going, auspicious. Getting increment, auspicious.
We are not on that level because we should take all those things.
No, we are not talking about ourselves. Prabhupada is talking about the pure devotees. When the boat full of coin, when they left, they are saying it is auspicious. And the servant is having 7 coins. Why do you have to? This is our burden. Give it that. Then it is auspicious. Only blank.
Why I ask this question, because whenever we start a new thing or a new start a journey, we see that Rahu Kala and all. So I don't know how far it is good for a devotee.
It's not that much required, Madaji. For devotee, he will change all Kala. I don't believe in all this one.
Because Prabhuji, when last year, my family, when we moved, when we were traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore, we did all the auspicious things. We said everything like, Rahu Kala, okay, we will not go at this time and all. But despite of that, we met an accident. But fortunately, nothing happened because of Krishna's mercy, because we were chanting and we had our Bhagavad Gita with us. Nasima prayer was going on. So luckily,
so you said you saw everything, then accident, right?
No, accident. Yes,
so what is the point in looking at?
No, I stopped so busy. I used to do all these things for the sake of my mother, but I told my mother, I'm into Krishna consciousness, so I never see any Rahu Kala or these things.
Absolutely.
Like, whatever.
The moment that Krishna put our thought to go out is the good time.
Move without the will of the Lord, Mataji. So yeah. Have to see anything.
I never see that. I never go to any astrologer or any. I don't see time. When I go,
we just have to follow Vaishnava calendar.
That's all. You have to talk to the Lord. That's all. They know everything. What time, what everything.
Prabhuji, if you have time, okay. I think it's already 9. It's okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
I think I wanted to ask about what is meant by unmatured devotional practice in Krishna consciousness.
Unmatured, we are all unmatured, means we are not. Devotional practice is correct. When we come to a state that, see, 1 minute, let me switch off the AC. I feel so cold. See, what is devotional practice? From Adav Shraddha, we discussed about Adav Shraddha. Then Sadhu Sangha. We know that we have to assemble together, either in the online or offline, and do all this. That is Sadhu Sangha. Then Bhajana Kriya, chanting the holy name, reading the books and all this, cooking prasadam, all that. Do you think we are devotees at to this point? Not even a tinge of bhakti came in this stage. Not even a tinge of bhakti. We are faking. We are trying to. Something called bhakti is there. Let me get it. Up to Bhajana Kriya, nothing is there. No bhakti. And then we are stepping into a very serious business called Anartha Nivarti. Very serious business. This 3 will happen in one evening. Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha and Bhajana Kriya will happen in one evening. Somebody said that put Tilak, Sadhu Sangha, even program is there, everything. I chanted, I danced, everything. Anartha Nivarti will make million lifetimes, sometimes.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes.
Even on that spot, even on that stage, bhakti is not there. Even after killing all the anarthas, bhakti is not there. When we enter into Nishtha stage, That is the stage neutrality, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No material desires, no love for Krishna. From there, you should not fall down. Then look towards Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava,
Wow.
Prema. So that from there, that is the Brahma Bhuta stage where Nishta is coming. Until that is unmatured bhakti. Because we are in the process. It is not materialistic activity. You are putting Telaga, you are Bhakti Sangha, always in Bhakti Sangha, you are doing all this. These are all the process to purify us. This is unmatured bhakti. Matured bhakti means from the point after this Anartha Nivarti, where our all material desires gone, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now I'm entering into the new life. I understood. I'm in Nishta stage. I'm looking towards the other direction, which is so that the below 4 are dangerous, the above 4 are good. Let me start my journey. That is the space where we start pure bhakti. And then it is not matured, and then it is various levels. We developed asakti, we get the taste, and then the sprout of this spontaneous bhakti, the finally pure bhakti, prema bhakti. Is that okay?
Thank you so much. Yeah, got it.
Okay, Mataji, it's very late.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry for taking more time, Prabhuji.
No. I am very happy. These are all helping me to purify. That's all. I am seeing the first benefit is me. If anybody is getting benefited, that is a concomitant factor.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam, dandavat. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarupescha kripa sindhu devacha paditanam
Patitanam bhavanidhya.
namo namagananda kodi Vaishnava vranda ki jai. Jagat Krishna Pad ki jai. Shila Gurudev ki jai. Natai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Shila Gurudev ki jai.